good evening, everyone. Welcome. You've joined us. It is the start of a very, very good evening, very good Sunday evening, and we are here at. Can't even pronounce this track. We are at round 6 of season 3 of the SSBB Esport Endurance Series, and we'll tell you what the circuit is right now. Let me just go out of here, then I'll tell you. Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa. So we are pretty close to actually going qualifying, and let's just have a look at the points quickly. So, as it stands, Alex Bulmott is leading the championship on 100 points. This is after the last week's race at Le Mans. So 100 points for Alex. Second is Mr. Boombastix with 88 points. This obviously excludes the points drop for the season. Third is Venture 26, hot on his heels with 84 points. Fourth is Spage Finn with 80 points. Also very, very close. So it's very, very close up the front. Fifth is McFlurry Twist with 74 points. Sixth is is Den's 66 points. Seventh is Jedi Jonah with 64. Eighth is Ian Evo with 60. Ninth is Davide with 48. And bringing up the top 10th is Melty with 41 points. So currently in the practice, this man giving us a beautiful show there. He is leading the charge here. He's shown some exceptional pace here tonight, and it's great to see. So we are almost ready to kick off. I just want to check the volumes, and I'm running off my new webcam tonight. So let's see how that all goes. The lighting's not great. I can see that. So it's small improvements as we go along. So just stay with us. I'll be right back. All right. So we pretty much have, 2 minutes to go, I think? 1 minute to go. Let's let everyone know it is 1 minute till Polly. So we've got, if you've just joined us or you're new to SSBB Esport, then this is on a Sunday evening. We run an endurance series, and it is effectively. Just want to make sure my volume is right. I've been having a lot of technical issues, but it's a great series. We run it over 10 weeks through all the various different GT Sport circuits. And let me just check the comments. Hi Isa. Safalicious. Yes, you can join, bud, but you gotta hustle, because I'm just checking the YouTube comments here. We're about to start, so you need to hustle if you want to join. I don't see you there, so you can join, but you gotta hustle, bro. Okay. So while we wait for Isa, that's Safalicious, he's a regular with us. Basically how it all works is we run it over 10 seasons and 10 weeks, apologies. There's a whole different, all various different rules. Some of the general rules within our series, and then some rules are specific to the endurance race. The main rule is that you have to use all 3 sets of tires. Whatever you qualify with, you need to start the race with. If the race is longer than 40 laps, then there are 4 mandatory pit stops. Where's my camera? 4 mandatory pit stops. Okay, so 2 of those stops have to have a stop duration of no less than 5 minutes. And the reason we do that is to give the drivers a bit of a break if it's like a super long endurance race. If it's less than 40 laps, then only 2 stops are mandatory. However, each stop has to be for tires and fuel. So you have to change tires and fuel. So okay, I see Isa is with us, so that's good to know. So yeah, we're quite far down the line in this season. We're on round 6 already. Can you believe it? And it is very, very close between these guys. So I mean, if you just go and look at the times, Bombastic is quickest with a 33.7, but depends what tire he's on. So it'll be interesting to see. I think we're gonna start now. Safalicious must just join. So if you're keen on joining, then just check out the link in this channel below, in the description of this video below. There's a link to our Discord. Jump on there, all the rigs are there. You can chat to the guys, figure out what you need. There's specific liveries we run, obviously for our series sponsor. You'll see them up on the screen. And yeah, that's that. So let's hop into it and start this qualifying. I normally give the guys about 10 minutes. So I think we got 10 minutes this time again. This man, Venture 26, is super fast. All of these guys at the front, McFlurry, Golf Nut, Mr. Boombastic, Venture 26. Alex Wilmot's not with us tonight, but he is currently leading the championship. Another thing to note in this series is that we have one of the 10 events is a drop race. So what that means is the worst round that you have, 4 out of the 10 rounds, will be excluded. So your lowest scoring event, and that allows drivers to either miss a race or miss an event because of whatever situation they might have, or just if you have a bad event, you can absorb it. However, if you have a penalty against your name for whatever reason, that event can't be dropped. So that has to be kept in mind when you do go forward racing. So this is an absolutely stunning circuit, and the scenery is just very, very pretty. It is such a pity it's not a real circuit now. It would have been great if Formula 1 could be instead of Spa this weekend, because that was very unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. Same for everyone. But at least Russell got his first podium. That's fantastic. Well done, Russell. We love you. Alright, Venture 26 going onto the main straight now, so only 10 minutes. Let's see, it was very close between him and Mr. Bombastic. This Spage Finn is also super fast around here. So the last time we raced here was in the E30 M3s, and that was also one hell of a season. And this should be pretty good as well. So coming through these S's, Venture 26 flying it over the curbs there. Just going up over the hill. Sorry, it's not over the hill. This is quite a fast corner. I normally take it in fourth. I see he's in fourth. The gear prediction says third, but I always keep it in fourth. And run it down the hill here. It's quite a hard braking point. And you need to line the car up for these two curbs here, because you want to be flat. You can see Venture's flat on the gas there. So it's always easy to brake too late there, and then you never really make the first part of that corner. This is a very tight corner. Second gear, you don't want to light the rear up too much. You want to get a good exit through there and get the car lined up for this corner. Also not slow it down too much, carry a lot of speed over there. You can't use too much exit there, otherwise you will get a penalty. And over here, this is the last corner. Really get the car slowed, late apex, through the corner and run it over the curb to maximize your exit speed. So let's see, what's he gonna do? What is the time that gets laid down? A 34.2. Venture starting on the medium. That is a very good time for a medium tire. Whew. Very good time for Venture there. Death Raccoon second at the moment, so he's very quick. Second, but he's on a soft tire, so that is an incredibly impressive time from Venture 26, considering he's on the medium tire. So this is Death Raccoon slowing down to give Jedi Jonah That's Jedi Jonah. That's Death Raccoon in the Mitsubishi. So that is the Mitsubishi Evo Genetsu Motorsport / Futumods car. Here we're looking at McFlurry, currently fourth, the second off the pace, but he's on the medium tyre. I don't know if that Mazda is as quick as that Hyundai. But nevertheless, we need the variety in the field. So it's looking good for Mr. McFlurry. He had a really, really tough race. It was one to forget. But he needs a good solid result here to keep him in this championship. So McFlurry actually leading the overall Pro-Am championship, so that's it's really in it there. Den's currently in 5th place. Let's see what happens when these guys go over the line. So Den stays 5th. Currently 6 is Slung. Den's is on the medium. Excuse me, Slung is also on the medium. Slung also had a difficult Le Mans race. This should suit the Subaru a lot better. So 7th is Mr. Bombastic. He is on the hard tyres, so a lot of these drivers opting to start on the hards. I know a few of them really do like the hards. or like to start on the hard rather. So, Bombastic and I think Golfy, both on the hards. Let's see as we go up the field. So the guys on the hards, they starting here from Golf Nut in position 8. 9th is Slung in the medium in that Subaru. 10th is Mr. Bombastic on the hard as well. 11th is in Evo on the hard. 12th is Safalicious on the hard. 13th is Addis on the medium. Good to see Addis joined us. There was a good chance he wasn't going to make it tonight, but it's great to see him there with us. So thanks for joining us. This man, wow, currently unstoppable. Phew, showing serious pace on that medium tire. That is an incredible time, it really is. And this man is just, he has this track absolutely dialed. So let's ride on board with him, watch, listen and learn. I don't know if he's going to let us. Made a big mistake there, but got a bit more time left, so. But he is pushing this thing. Can drive a car, that's for sure. He's shown us that before. So, looking for a good time on the medium. Let's see. Takes it to 3rd, that's interesting. Straddles the curb. Very interesting. Top 5 stayed pretty much the same. Flat out 3 here. Car moving around a lot. But it stays flat. Very, very good from Venture 26 here, we can see. Only 0.082 down. Takes a lot of curb through there. Picks up a 1 second penalty for his efforts. So good effort, but the penalties. Who will be able to stop him? I really don't know. Venture seems like he is in a different league tonight. So how much time we have? 2 minutes. So Venture will be done. Gerard Jonah is done. Death Raccoon is done. Spage Finn is not done yet. So Death Raccoon currently on your provisional poll. Apologies, Venture 26. I'm going to capture that so long because I don't think anybody's got an answer for him. So that's amazing work. That time, it was the first lap. Venture did that time. So this man done. McFlurry, Addis is still going. McFlurry is done. He's 5th. Denz is 6th. 7. So McFlurry is on the medium. That's good work from McFlurry. Very, very good work from McFlurry. Let's just have a look at the times here quickly. McFlurry did a best lap 1:34.9. That's a good lap from McFlurry. Well done, sir. I don't think that Mazda has got quite what the other cars have got. I don't know. I know I have driven all of them, but I haven't really done back-to-back testing with them. So, the Denz is 6th, 7th is Davide. Someone's reversing. Yes. 7th is Davide. 8th is Mr. Boombastic currently. Okay, Mr. Boombastic's on the hard. Davide's on the soft. Oof, that's a tough result for Davide on the soft tyre. So, there's confirmation of your results. 9th is Golfy, 10th Slung. Brings up your top 10. So, this is going to be interesting. Let's try and have a great race tonight, and hopefully we don't have too many incidents. We want to see all these guys bring these cars home nicely. It's not the packed grid we normally have, but it's still 12 cars, so it's great to see. So, let's see what happens in the beginning. We got Venture on pole. It's green lights. Who gets a bad start? Everybody gets a good start except for McFlurry. McFlurry gets another bad start. Oh, it's terrible. So Venture into turn 1. He's got the whole shot. However, Death Raccoon and Jedi going hammer and tong through turn 1. That's very, very close between those two. Nothing in it between them. So Death Raccoon really had a brilliant start. Got himself up into 2nd place in that Mitsubishi. Venture 26 making a very rare mistake there. And going into the wall. I made a mistake there. So Death Raccoon out in front in that Mitsubishi. This is a surprise. And 2nd is Venture 26. 3rd is Jedi Jonah. Oh, 4th is the Finn going off there. So, oh my word, no. Apologies, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Let's just see what happened with the Finn there. They're all coming around. Looked like, what a beautiful shot to this turn 1. Sorry, this hairpin. McFlurry had the world's worst start. So, let's just see what happened to, the Finn battling a bit here. Is he on the hard tyre? It'll be interesting to see. Yes, he is. So that's most likely why. Let's see if we can go around and see what happened there. Yeah, he just ran it too hot into that, that chicane, and just got eaten up by everybody there. So let's go back to your leader. Currently, okay, Death Raccoon on soft. So that does actually make sense, because he needs to capitalize on that soft tire. He really needs to put the work in. Jedi Jonah also on the soft tire. Really needs to make haste while the sun shines. Venture 26 is on the medium, and he's got the pace of those two guys. So that is they're not going to be wanting to hear that. This man is on the hard tire. Phenomenal work from this man. He's also got a purple sector, the Finn, the flying Finn. Valtteri Raikkonen in his Subaru is currently on the hard tire in 4th place. What a sterling drive. Denz on the medium in 5th. McFlurry making a good recovery up into 6th place, also on the medium tire. 7th is Davide in that Genetsu Motorsport Mitsubishi. 8th is Mr. Boombastic. Oh, someone's gone off there. It's Golfy. It's Golfy. Oh no. Let's see, where's Golfy? Golfy, unlucky man. What has happened? Ran it too deep. Oh, just unlucky. Let's see if we can go a bit further back. no, there was contact there. Oh, unlucky. There was contact from Slung there, so that's not good. Bit of a racing, another incident there. So let's go back to the leader, Death Raccoon, with a 1.6 second gap over Jedi. These two often seem to find each other on the circuit, but this man doing a fantastic job here. So well done, sir. Oh, pushing it a bit too hard. Tyre wear coming in, fuel consumption really the big factor here. More than tyre wear. A lot different conditions to what we had at Le Mans. This guy's already on lap 3. There are 32 laps to go in this race, so interesting to see. So currently in second is Jedi Jonah. He's looking good, but man, this guy Venture 26 on a medium tire has so much pace. He could just be, oh, Jedi making a mistake there. Needs to be careful not to cut across Venture's nose too much. Kind of have to make a safe entry back onto the circuit. That's also part of the rules. So unlucky, Ian Evo left the room. Now he's joined again. That's very unlucky. I'm not sure what happened there, Ian. Tough. So currently fourth is Dens, under huge pressure from Davide here. So this looks like a nice little dice developing. Although Davide's on the soft tyre, so Davide really needs to get past Dens as soon as possible to maximize his time on that soft tyre. The Finn dropped back to 7th, possibly just battling with the pace of the other cars. It's not easy to try and keep up when you're on the hard tyre. Bombastic now having this nice ding dong. He's also on the hard tyre. These two kind of found each other last couple of races as well. They're also having a nice little scrap. So yeah, the Finn in 7th on the hard tyre in the Subaru. 8th is McFlurry Twist. He's also dropped back a bit. He was up to 6th place at one point. Saphalicious in 9th place on the hard tyre. Running it a bit wide there. Slung on the medium tyre. Adders on the medium tyre. Currently in 11th place. Something happened there. We've got a nice little bunch up here. Looks like Saphalicious went off. Let's see what happened there. Quite a big sandwich happening here. Whoa, Slung going off there. Not sure what happened with Slung. Just ran it too deep and made a mistake. Unlucky for Slung there. So let's just try and go back and see what happened with Saphalicious. So he's coming around. Oh, bit of contact from Slung again. Slung is going, he's spinning the walls a couple of times. He's definitely going to get under investigation. So, not good. Very unfortunate. So let's go back to the leaders here. This man with a 4.5 second gap, 4.5 second lead over Jedi Jonah. He needs to do that on the soft tyre. It's really good that he's been able to pull this gap, because you have to get your quick times in on the soft tyre and not get tripped over by other people. It's very important. So very good to see Death Raccoon having a good result so far. Brilliant driving from this man. Jedi Jonah currently also on the soft tyre in second place, just under half a tank. Venture 26 has used quite a bit of fuel. He's on the medium tyre, so Jedi could be fuel saving. That's interesting. Interesting dice developing here. Davide, if you remember, is on the soft tyre, so So we are currently sitting on lap 4. We're watching this battle between Dens and Davide play out, and Davide is on the soft tyre. A little further back we've got McFlurry and the Finn. Now McFlurry's on the medium and the Finn is on the hard. And McFlurry back up to 6th place. He was in 8th earlier. So it'll be interesting to see when the guys start to pit. They're obviously all running different strategies, and strategy in this endurance race plays such a big part. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. Getting on the main straight now is McFlurry. I think they're not really going to pit right now. Still too early in this race. So so 7th is the Finn, 8th is Golf Nut. He's recovered well after that incident. He was last at one point. 9th is Safalicious, 10th is Slung. Adders has come into the pits. So Adders is going to do obviously fuel and tyres. He's going for a full tank, most likely. Stays on the medium. So Death Raccoon still out in 1st place on the soft tyre, just under half a tank. He's got about a 4.9 second gap. He's doing very well. He's managing that gap. Venture 26 has gotten past Jedi Jonah now, so Jedi must have gone off. But Venture's got next to no fuel, so maybe Jedi is fuel saving quite a bit. Interesting. So Venture will go in now. He has 0 fuel. Jedi stays out. Interesting strategy from Jedi. Very interesting. It's gonna be, we'll see how this all plays out. So Venture 26 obviously will put fuel, and he's on the medium tire, so he's either going to go to the hard or the soft now. Let's see. So by the rules, so he goes to the hard tire. He's going to do his time on the hard now. So when the tire wear is higher than the fuel consumption, a lot of the times the guys might not want to put fuel, but they have to satisfy the rule. The rule says that you have to put fuel. So how do we know if the guys put fuel? If the guys put fuel in, if they do a splash and dash? Well, there's a regulation that says that when you're in the pits, the fuel counter needs to change by at least 1 unit to satisfy the rule of putting fuel in. So that is the number you see next to the driver's name or the fuel tank. So Venture 26 currently in 6th place. It'll be interesting to see, because Death Raccoon is on the soft. He's now going to come in. He's done his time. Strategy was very different, so let's see. He was on the soft. What is he going to go to now? Where is Venture? Venture's coming through the last corner now. So where's Death Raccoon going to come out? Death Raccoon is out and he's in 1st place. And Venture's on the hard, Death Raccoon's on the medium. So Death Raccoon will finish on the hard. Venture's going to finish on the soft. There's about a 6-second gap between them. Oof. I don't know if that's enough of a gap for the last stint. Ew. But I think there will be another pit stop. I don't think these guys are going to be able to make it on just 2 pit stops. There probably will be another pit stop. So Death Raccoon might have played this quite well, because he's on the medium. He's going to have to go to the hard, and then he'll go back to the soft, unless you fuel save like crazy. So let's see how that plays out. So Mr. Bombastic currently on the medium, Venture's on the hard. So Venture's getting a nice toe from Bombastic, but you got to be careful not to start to trip over each other. So it's good for Venture that he's this close to Bombastic. Oh, he's going very wide there. He's going to pick up a penalty for that. So it's good for Venture he's this close, or was that close. That would allow him to get quite a nice slip and save fuel. But he unfortunately went off there. So Venture currently sitting in 3rd place on the hard tyre. Jedi Jonah out in 4th place on the medium tyre. Safalicious is coming. He's going to change now. So we'll see, pick up with him where he comes out. Golfy's, he was out. He's now on the medium tyre. So he was in the pits. He's already stopped. Davide also stopped already. He's on the soft. Denz also. Denz is on the hard though. So these two also still going at it, hammer and tongs. Davide needs to get past Denz though. When Denz is on the hard, Davide is on the soft. Just he needs to get past. So like when the cars are so similar in a straight line, you have to try and get the guy on the exit of the corner. But it's tough. You've got to be careful not to run into him because you've got so much more grip. Davide is using a lot of tyre here. Sitting behind Denz. It's not what he's going to want to do. So Golfy currently in 9th place on the medium tyre. 10th is Adders. 11th is Slung. 12th is Safalicious. First is this man with a 6.5 second gap on the medium tyre. Ooh, this is going to be a close race, I think. So we are a third of the way into this race. You can see the remaining laps. 17 minutes into this race, we've done 11 laps out of 32. Death Raccoon's currently leading the race. He's got a very comfortable lead, but the drivers are all on different strategies. So Venture's currently on the medium. Mr. Bombastic are also on the medium. Battling a bit with pace here. Looks like the Mitsubishi is really doing well, and Death Raccoon has also got this track pretty dialed, so he's doing a great job in front there. Venture 26 on the hard tyre, battling away. That guy with the checkered flag's going to be there for a while. So Venture 26 hanging on here. He's got Jedi Jonah. Oh, running it very deep there. Jedi on the medium tyre has a lot more grip than Venture. Trying to get past Venture, but he just doesn't look like he has the pace this evening. Battling to get past. So should be able to get Venture on the brakes because the tyre has the grip bit and the corner speed. have to pick your point. Oh, this driver's getting very, very close here. Looks like it's getting a bit heated between them. And there was some very defensive driving there, but it didn't look nothing untoward, except for when you can see there was a bit of contact there as Venture moved over to cover the line. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see. Let's look at it from this man's point of view. Outside the car, we just go back. It's so hard to say. And then there was contact again. It's quite a scrappy race, this. It's turning out to be. So Death Raccoon now with the 12-second lead over Jedi Jonah. And Jedi had to get past Venture because, I mean, he's on the medium tyre. He needed really to maximize his time on that tyre. Obviously, you have to make your passes safely. Yeah, that incident, I mean, if there is an incident report filed, then it'll have to be investigated. So let's see how that plays out. But Venture with some amazing speed on that medium tyre. When he switches to the soft, it's going to be interesting. And again, the hard tyre, sorry, Venture's on the hard. The hard tyre showing some incredible durability. Oh, Venture going off there. Oh, that's very unlucky. Very unlucky. Oh, okay, so he's given the position back. It's good sportsmanship from Venture 26, but I think it just ran it a bit too hot in there. He had the slip, he was very, and he just went off on the exit, and then as he came back on, he didn't have the grip, obviously, because he picked up all that dirt and that on his tyre, so he gave the position back, and that's very, very, very sporting of him, is what we like to see. So these two having quite a race. Anyhow, what that has done is allowed Death Raccoon to open up an enormous gap, and yeah, that's exactly what he needed for his race. And you can see this man is absolutely sending this motor car. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far. He's doing a phenomenal job, so well done, sir. Second is Jedi Jonah, and again Venture 26 is putting him under pressure. Jedi just doesn't have the pace around here on that medium tyre. Battling a bit, Venture's getting frustrated because he feels, he's got the pace, he's quick on that hard tyre, and again these two are going at it. Beautiful racing. It's wonderful to see, side by side, and hard racing from these guys, touching, banging mirrors. It's wonderful to see. Very, very good racing. And Venture feels like he's getting held up here by this man. Obviously that Venture's on the hard tyre, Jedi's on the medium. Down, Venture's got the slip, Jedi's got the corner speed, so lots of pushing and shoving happening. They just have to be careful now because they're letting Death Raccoon open up a gap, and all the while the Finn is closing the gap on them. Finn's also on the medium tyre, but he's going into the pits now. So wow, some very good racing from these guys. Just need to be a bit careful that they're not opening the door for other people to get away. So Venture 26 getting to the lead there. So really brilliant racing from these guys. Wonderful to see. Currently in fourth is it's Davide. He's got next to no fuel, so he'll have to stop now. He's been on that soft tire. Fifth is Denz. He's got just over a quarter tank on the hard tire. Mr. Boombastic is sixth. He's on the soft tyre. Looks like he's stopped quite recently. Golfy currently in 7th on the medium tyre. He's got a quarter tank. 8th is the Finn. He obviously just stopped. We saw him go in. He's on the soft now. He's going to be pumping in some lap times. This man is quick. 9th is McFlurry. He's also on the soft. Also just came out the pits. Safalicious currently in 10th on the medium tyre. He's on half a tank of juice. Slung also been involved in quite a few incidents this evening. He's on the hard tyre. Full tank of gas. 12th is Adders on the soft tyre. So this man having a phenomenal race. And I think that whole deal between Venture 26 and I think Venture's gone into the... Oh, he's run out of fuel. That is hugely unlucky. Wow, Venture, that's really gonna hurt your race. Obviously, he knows that. That's hugely unlucky, mate. Wow, high drama in this. Venture will crawl into the pits. Oh, he's obviously using his EV system, so it's running on batteries. Oh, that's unlucky. Let's go back to this man. So he is currently... So Venture will go onto the soft tyre. Has this man done enough? I think they're pretty much halfway through this race. And they're going to be going on to their last set of tyres. Their last regulated set. So the guys could go onto the soft tyre and do quick times. However, you're going to choose durability over pace. Meaning that the hard tyre will get you further, but the soft tyre will get you the lap time. So Death Raccoon will go into the pits now to get a lap time, to get onto the hard tyre, because he's been on the soft and the medium. So let's see. Oh, Death Raccoon just comes out behind Mr. Bombastic there. That was a close stop. Whew. So, this is going to be interesting now. So, Mr. Bombastic, okay, for sure, he's on the soft tyre. So, he will definitely open up the gap. So, Death Raccoon on the hard tyre now. He must do his stint on the hard. But there isn't that much time he's going to have to do on this tyre, you know. Or will he try and stay out? I don't think there's enough, really, in terms of fuel saving that to stay out long enough. Meaning that I don't think you can get enough laps out of that tank to finish the race. The tyre could probably go the distance, but not the fuel. So Den's currently in 3rd. He's going to have to stop. The Finn in 4th on the soft tyre. He will have to stop. I think everybody will have to stop again. McFlurry currently 5th, also on the soft tyre. Gerard Jonas 6th on the hard tyre. I think everyone will go to the softs in the end. Davide out on the medium tyre. He's currently in 7th. Safalicious 8th on the medium tyre. 9th is Golfy on the soft tyre. 10th is Adders on the soft tyre. That's was running out. That running out of fuel really hurt him. But such is the nature of this racing. I think that whole dice with Jeddah kind of possibly threw his strategy off, and paying the price. So, but he's very, very quick. We've seen that. So let's just see how he gets on. He's currently in 10th on the soft tyre. 11th is Adders, also on the soft tyre. And Slum bringing up 12th on the hard tyre. So Dens goes in. Bombastic first. 3.1 second gap now. Oof, pushing the limits. Death Raccoon also doing a great job driving. Only 3 seconds behind Mr. Bombastic now. He's on the hard tyre. The Finn 13-second gap. He's on the soft. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out, because Death Raccoon will have to stop again. When will he stop to go to the soft? I think he'll stop at a point where it'll be his last stop, and he can go the distance or the balance of the race on the soft tyre. So we are 29 minutes into this race. We've done 18 of the 32 laps, now 19. This man currently leading the race, Mr. Bombastic. He's also had a good session, but there's only a quarter tank of juice left. So his 3.2 second gap. He's going to have to stop pretty soon. He's on the soft tyre. That soft tyre wears rapidly. Let's just look at the pace difference. So Bombastic, his last lap was a 36.1. Not a good lap from Mr. Bombastic. Death Raccoon's last lap was 36.9. But Bombastic's best lap was 33.7. So I presume, 33s, early 34s is where the time is on that soft. And how many laps you're going to get to do it? Probably very little. Probably be able to do it in 2-3 laps. But yeah. So Death Raccoon, okay, so the gap is now 4.3 seconds. But this man's gonna have to stop pretty soon. So Death Raccoon doing well to hang on here. And the durability of that hard tyre is phenomenal. So you can go along with it. And I think that'll be the strategy. So yes, Mr. Bombastic currently coming into the pits now. Death Raccoon going into first place. So second will be the Flying Finn, Valtteri Raikkonen. And he's also super quick. Also on the soft tyre, 10-second gap, but also only has a quarter tank of juice, and he will start to run out of tyre, so he will have to stop again. Death Raccoon looking pretty good in this race. McFlurry is doing quite well here. He's currently in third place with a soft tyre and half a tank, so he could go longer. 7 seconds down the road is Jedi on that hard tyre. Behind him he's got Mr. Bombastic now on the soft with a full tank. So Bombastic is going to want to get past Jedi as soon as possible. Davide out in 6th place on that medium tyre with half a tank of fuel. How's it, Alex? I just see Alex has popped into the comments here. Good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. We've had quite an eventful race. Been a lot of contact, but it's been some very good racing, especially this very nice exchange between Venture 26 and Jedi Jonah. And yeah, some drama as well. So. But currently we're watching Davide. He's on that medium tyre. Dens is on that soft tyre. So these two having a nice little exchange here. 8th is Golf Nut, currently on the soft tyre. He was a big loser early in the race. He got a little punt and went off. Venture 26 also some drama. Ran out of fuel. Had to limp half of the lap back to the pits and really hurt his efforts. So he's currently on the soft tyre trying to recover, but I think it's going to be a tough race for him going forward. 10th is Adders, also on the soft tyre, out of fuel. He will have to come in now. Safalicious just has stopped, so soft tyres, full tank, slung, hard tyres, quarter tank. So Slung might want to go long here. This man has done a great job so far though. He's on the hard tyre, he's got half a tank, the fin hunting him down, but the fin will have to go in now. So this man doing a great job. So his next rival is McFlurry, although McFlurry is on the soft. That soft we know does chew they do wear out quite quickly. So this man surprising us all tonight, doing a phenomenal job here. So really kudos to Death Raccoon, driving really well in that Futu Mods Genetsu Motorsport motorcar. So coming out the pits, I think that's Adders here. So yeah, Death Raccoon doing everything right here so far, having a great race. So McFlurry also having a very good race. Didn't qualify too well, but showing that strategy is king in these endurance races. Fuel saving, tire consumption, staying out of the trouble. That's probably one of the biggest things. Mr. Boombastic getting past Jedi Jonah. I mean, that was inevitable. Jedi's on the hard, Boombastic's on the soft. So let's see how far down the road Boombastic will get to. We're on lap 22. So I think Death Raccoon, I mean, can he feel safe for 10 laps? I don't think so. McFlurry will definitely have to come in. Boombastic, he's on the soft. I think he's going to come in as well. Jedi will definitely have to come in. Denz will definitely have to come in. So I think it's going to be, how much work have the guys done to how long can they go on this current set of tires and fuel? Going to be interesting to see. Very interesting. 10 laps to go in this race. 10 laps. So it's not the longest race. It's actually quite a lot shorter than I thought it would be. So Death Raccoon looking really good here. McFlurry looking good as well. McFlurry's done a sterling job here on that soft tyre. Running about the same pace as Death Raccoon. So they'll both have to stop again. Mr. Boombastic won't have to stop as soon as them. Whether he can go to the end like this or not, I don't think so. I think he will have to stop again. Jedi Jonah will have to stop again. Denz will have to stop again. But I think this man has got a very good strategy. So yeah, there we go. McFlurry's already out of juice, so he'll have to stop on this lap now. He's 14 seconds down the road. So Death Raccoon looking very good in this car. There's good friend Adders. Good to have you with us, sir. This is one of our Clubman's drivers. He's doing very well in Clubman's. He's a school teacher by day and SSBB Esport Championship, Clubman's Championship contender by night. And he's doing a great job. Good experience. Seat time is really what you need when you're racing in a controlled series. So lots of learning to do, but such is life. Slung also races with us in the Clubman's series, and he's actually doing very, very well. He's been involved in quite a few incidents tonight, so not one of his best performances, but it's good to see he's still with us and still at it. So he's currently gone onto the soft tyre. Adder's also on the soft tyre, so good dice here between the two Clubman's drivers. Slung could go to the end on this fuel. Just has to be a bit cautious. So So this is turning out to be very interesting. Death Raccoon really doing a good job here. He's going long. So he's just going to have to stop. He'll probably go to a set of softs and have a massive dice to the end. Mr. Bombastic is going to have to stop again, 10-1. So, you know, the problem with the softs is you've got to be careful. And the advantage that Death Raccoon has had is that in the early stages of the race, Venture 26 and Jedi Jonah got involved in a big dice and quite a big exchange. And what that allowed Death Raccoon to do is just open up this gap, and it's given him track position with a comfortable margin. And now he's been able to manage the tires well enough, the fuel load well enough that he can, go quite long in that set of hards. Whereas Venture was going hammer and tongs on his set of hards, and so Venture was a very early contender in this race, but unlucky he had that unfortunate. He had a couple of unfortunate incidents with Jedi Jonah in the exchange, and then he ran out of fuel. So just a tough race for Venture. So, but what that has done is Bombastic is kind of in this race, but the Finn could go to the end on this. Most likely will, but Bombastic I don't think will go to the end on this fuel. So he's pushing very, very hard. He's on the soft tyre, he's making the times happen, but he's not going to go to the end. Which means that although Death Raccoon needs to stop, he will have a comfortable margin over Mr. Bombastic because Mr. Bombastic needs to stop. The question is, will the Finn have to stop? And how much fuel saving will he have to do to get to the end? Because he does also only have, he's got less than half a tank. McFlurry will be able to go to the end, although McFlurry is about 40 seconds behind the leader. So the leader, Death Raccoon, currently in the pits now. McFlurry coming round. McFlurry is also on the soft tyres, coming through the so Bombastic and Death Raccoon in the pits. The Finn will go into the lead. McFlurry coming through now. So Death Raccoon coming through the last corner. Death Raccoon coming out the pits now. So this is a dice to the end. So the Finn will gonna push to go to the end. Oh, Death Raccoon needs to be a bit careful. He can't make mistakes. If he wants to push to the end, he can't make mistakes. He's 2.4 seconds behind the Finn. He's got a good opportunity here. He just needs to put his head down and not overcook it too much. McFlurry I thought would have been in it. He's a lot closer, but he's got Bombastic bearing down on him, and that is not what you want. You don't want to be under any more pressure than you have to be, but I don't know if he's fuel saving but Mr. Bombastic passed him quite easily. I'm not sure if that Subaru just has better straight line speed. So here we go. So this is what I thought would happen. The Finn is having to fuel save quite drastically, which means that Death Raccoon's catching him quite easily, and so otherwise the Finn needs to suck it up and then put fuel and try to do the catch up, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Gap is about 1.2 seconds. There are 4 laps to go now as we get onto this last little section. Turn 1. So this last section of the race. So Death Raccoon has the gap is still about 1.2 seconds. So interesting. Gap is about a second because the Finn got held up there, but by slung to get past. Maybe he did, maybe it was just pace. So this is a nice little dice developing here. Mr. Boombastic about 11 seconds down the road, so gonna have to do a lot to catch those two. Death Raccoon now passed Slung quite easily, so about 0.6 of a gap to the Finn. The Finn's under huge pressure here. It's Subaru versus Mitsubishi. The old rivals going at it, hammer and tongs. Let's see how this plays out. So obviously it's not a direct head-to-head. There's a lot of strategy involved in this race, and it looks like Death Raccoon was going to pick up a penalty for that one. Got it a bit loose and then took a lot of curb. Surprised he doesn't have a penalty. So Death Raccoon, the Finn going into the pits. So I had a feeling that was going to happen. He's going to try. Okay, yeah, he's just out of field. So he will have to do a splash and dash and try and catch Death Raccoon. But it's unfortunate. So that puts McFlurry back on the podium. It does. McFlurry 3 turn 1. So drama here. The Finn does well. He'll definitely have enough to get to the end now. There's just two. Here's the two teammate cars looking very, very good. McFlurry and Adder's behind him. There's McFlurry. There's Adder's. Two teammates looking very good. So McFlurry on the podium now. This is a good result for McFlurry, considering he had an absolutely diabolical result at the last race. He just didn't enjoy it at all. It didn't work out for him. So he's on the soft tire. He's got enough to get to the end in terms of fuel. So does this man, enough to get to the end in terms of fuel. 0.9 of a penalty. So does this man. They all have about half a tank. McFlurry has less. The Finn has slightly more, but he's 11 seconds down the road. Jedi Jonah also on softs. He's currently in 5th. 6th is Denz, also on softs. 7th is Golf Nut. He's recovered well from being last. 8th is Davide, also on softs in the Genetsu Futumon's car. 9th is Venture 26 on the medium tire. Looking to maybe go longer on this tire. He's had a terrible race. It was really good start to the race, but really unfortunate. Safalicious, 1.6 second penalty, currently in 10th place. 11th is Slung behind Mr. Boombastic, and 12th is Adders. So Death Raccoon, what a race by this man so far. 2 more laps to go, and he's showing exactly why he races with us. He's brilliant performance from this man. So getting it nice and sideways there. He's loving the soft tire. He's had really trouble-free stints. Gap is closing a bit, but I don't think he's too worried, you know. He just needs to be careful, not make any silly mistakes. Stay on the tire, and he should be pretty good. Mr. Boombastic also has had a good run this evening. Not too bad. Some very good exchanges from him. There was some brilliant racing from Jedi and Venture. Unfortunately, while they were busy, sword fighting, they let Death Raccoon get away. So brilliant for us to watch. We really love it. So Death Raccoon has an immense natural ability behind the wheel. Great to see him racing again. Thanks, Alex. I agree with that. He is very good. Safalicious just needs to be a bit careful here, because Safalicious is in 10th, and luckily Death Raccoon got past quite easily. But you don't want to take out the leader. You'll be extremely unpopular if you do. So Mr. Boombastic currently 2nd, McFlurry 3rd. Good race from McFlurry. This is a very good recovery from him. The Finn hunting him down though. This man is driving like he's a man possessed. Thanks for flashing us. Oh, that got very close with Slung there. Let's just see that again. Okay, so I don't know why that's not okay. Doesn't seem to be working, unfortunate, but very close encounter with Slung there. Fifth is Jedi Jonah. Yeah, him and Venture 26 also had some very hard exchanges, but this man coming onto the main straight now to start his final lap is man, he's done a great job this evening and took the opportunity when it presented itself and has managed to open up a significant lead over Mr. Bombastic, and I think he's just managing the lead now. Really, it's about bringing the car home safely, not having any troubles. He's got a clear track ahead of him. It's really, all he has to do is stay on the circuit and he will be able to win this race. And what a result from this man. So brilliant driving all night. Like I say, he took the opportunity when it counted and managed to get ahead and open up the gap, and yeah, looks like he's gonna win this race. If anything, nothing else happens. So Mr. Bombastic currently in second. He also brilliant race from this man, good strategy, brilliant result from McFlurry. Didn't have a great qualifying. He was, I think, 6th or 7th, 8th on the grid. He was at 9th at one point. Spage Finn also tough qualifying. Yeah, he needs to be a bit careful. Not sure why he's flashing adders there. It's up to him to get past adders safely. So anyway, let's go back to Death Raccoon. Here he goes down the main straight for the last time. This man's going to win this race, and what a champion. Brilliant effort and brilliant drive from Death Raccoon. He managed the gap. Mr. Bombastic comes home to bring in second and literally runs out of fuel over the line. McFlurry also, brilliant result from McFlurry. Great racing, and it's really good to see him have a good result after that tough race he had at Le Mans. Fourth is the Finn coming home to finish. Fifth is Jedi Jonah, and a good result from him. Very hard racing between him and Venture 26. It was brilliant to watch. Sixth is Dens. Seventh is Golf Nut. Tough race for Golfy. He was up there. For a while, and he got punted and taken off. And unlucky. I'm sure there's going to be some disputes after that. Venture 26 also tough race for this man. He was in it. He could have won this race quite easily, and yeah, just tough night for him. Ninth, Davide, also not a great performance. Davide's been super quick and he's won other races this season, so possibly just battling with the conditions, battling with the circuit a bit. So coming home in the Genetsu / Futumods car in 9th place. 10th is Safalicious, probably a lap down. Adders out in 11th and Slung in 12th in the pits. So yeah, brilliant racing, but once again I come back to this man. What a result. He's done everything right, and it's just really good to see, man. Brilliant to see. We've had so many different winners in this season's endurance race, and it's great. It's really great for us, great for the competition. I'm going to get ready to capture the points. There's confirmation of your results. So brilliant stuff. Thanks for joining us. But to this man, to the victor, the spoils, Death Raccoon, what a champion. Well done, sir. I'm going to capture the results and I'll be with you shortly. Wow, what a race. So Bombastic got the quickest lap time. So, like I say, what a race. What an absolutely mental race. So let's just see. Mr. Bombastic got the quickest lap time. So what's that do to the points? So there we go. There's preliminary overall total points for this evening. So currently, after this evening, currently you have Mr. Bombastic leading the charge on 108 points. Alex Wilmot second on 100. Third is Venture 26 on 98. Fourth is the Finn on 97. Fifth is McFlurry on 92. Sixth is Dens on 81. Seventh is Jedi Jonah on 80. So close. Eighth is Ian Eva on 68. Ninth is Davide on 60. And 10, bringing out the top 10 is Death Raccoon on 59. So that's going to be it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for watching. Be sure to catch us next week Friday for the Pro-Am and the Clubman event. And we'll see you guys there. Thanks for joining us. Ciao. If I can say goodbye, I'll push the right buttons. See ya. Ciao.